准 准备就绪，什么？好。何种命令？遵命，遵命。好，行，进攻，准备就绪。何种命令？什么？是。何种命令？什么？准备就绪。何种命令？进攻，准备就绪。什么？遵命。好。准备就绪。是。何种命令？什么？正确。放攻。
准备就绪。
什么？准备就攻。
遵命。准备就绪。
建筑公司，何种命令？建筑公。
什么？
建筑公。建筑公。这个没你好。建筑公，准确。
建筑工，准备就绪，建筑。准备就绪，正确。正确，建筑。
建筑工。
粮草运输人。
什么？遵命。准备就绪，遵命。何种命令？准备就绪。什么？何种命令？行。什么？遵命。
正确。准备就绪。
什么？进攻。何种命令？
行。
何种命令？准备就绪，攻击。
为正确。行。
遵命。好，准备就绪。什么？遵命。作战是攻。何种好？准备就绪。作战攻击。准备就绪。好，作战。何种命令？备就绪。作战。作战好。何种命令？
about this build order. Like, it felt strong. I think there are ways you can die. I think like all-in feudal is probably the scariest thing you could face. Like really fast archers forward and towers forward. But that's a little scary for your opponent, because like if they mess up, they're on all-in forward archers versus Geon swordsman. I don't think they feel super comfortable playing that. But that would probably be the answer. Or maybe man-at-arms, all-in man-at-arms. Actually, that sounds actually much scarier than archers to me. Like, burn the veils, idle your eco, just make men-at-arms. Do you think this build could be good on Kawasan or Sacred Springs? Yeah, I mean, I think it's good on any open map. I'd say Arabia is probably not the best map to play it on, just because you take a look here. We got joke swans. This is less like one tile away from the town center, which means they're, unless you wall in their main gold, which is why I have the Vil forward. Even walling it in is very difficult, because like if you build a palisade here, then here your Vil will wrap around and start building here, and then get shot by the town center. So it's very hard to actually take their main gold in this build. Any build, that's why I'm using houses on this side. Any build and then like a shift Q, right? But any build that, any map where the resources are further away. Same thing here. Like if we fight on the berries, we risk getting shot by their TC. And that's just the nature of modern Arabia. The resources are really close now. On the next Arabia map, there may be a reason why I'm practicing this build order. Because on the next Arabia, maybe the gold and the berries are not as close. All the pro players in the pro player Discord have already seen what the next Arabia looks like. And it's, things are further. I don't think it's a problem for me to say that, but things are further from the town center. You won't really find a gold generation that looks like this anymore. There's no gold generation where if you're fighting on the gold, your militia risk getting shot by the town center. So that is maybe one of the reasons why I've been practicing these drush builds, because I think on New Arabia, on not this Arabia, but the next Arabia that's coming out soon, hey, how pros get information part of the releases is why I'm still 900 elo. I mean, pros are pissed about it too, because there's not even that many folks who get access to this information. So I have plenty of other pro friends who are like, why are you can't, this is bad for tourneys. Hare has been practicing some whatever. But I don't think people really exploit it that much. I mean, even me just practicing drush, I don't know. That's not that big of an advantage. I don't know, in my opinion. The 5 militia are so much stronger than 3. Yeah, they are. And the Vil forward, I value that a lot, because militia, like, you know, whatever. Like I control his berries for a hot second when I have 5 militia. So kind of like KOTD. Yeah, new map will be kind of like KOTD, which I think is going to be great. I think that's going to be really good for the game. Yeah, if you wanted to practice, quote unquote, or look at what the next Arabia map is probably going to look similar to, you could just, you know, load up KOTD, wherever it is, and you'd have a pretty good idea. There you go, just load up KOTD Arabia, and you're golden. Yeah, it probably looks a little bit more like this. Yep, golds, can't fight on, berries, like, you can't fight under the protection of your town center on. Like, if you're on this side, there's no way your opponent's militia are going to get shot, even if they wander. Like, in a fight, in a melee fight, they often wander, like, while trying to path around, they'll wander, like, 2 or 3 tiles, you know, around. And there's no way they're going to get shot. Same even for the berries. Probably not going to get shot at all by the town center. Then the wood lines are further back. There's probably... I mean, I can't say anything about the map, but it would probably look like this map, like KOTD Arabia, which I can talk about. Yeah, it would probably look more like this. So that will be fun. I think it will be an incredibly fun game. I'm a little nervous about Drush being too strong on KOTD Arabia, or the new Arabia that probably looks a lot like KOTD. But yeah, we're a little nervous about that, but other than that, it's gonna be a blast. Are you going to be able to FC on the New Arabia? I will just point out that I've never been able... I don't think I'm ever... I win plenty of games where people drush me and I counter FC and I FC through the drush. But I don't think I'm ever favored in that matchup. I think I should... If I'm fighting like myself, I should always kind of lose there. So I think versus non-drush openings, it will be stronger to FC. Versus drush openings, it will be much weaker to FC. But it was already weak. FC was already weak to drush, so it's not really that big of a deal. It's like doubling down on a weakness, but it gains a strength versus feudal openings. I'd say any strong mobile unit, ranged mobile unit, like really all melee units and all ranged cav archers are going to be much stronger. And the death ball comps go down a little in power. Like Portuguese is down a little, Bohemians is down a little. Who else is a death ball comp? Mostly just the Shu. Shu goes down a little. All those go down a little. All these slow death ball siege comps. But then every other FC goes up. So Burmese goes up. Goths go up. Koreans go up. Muesca goes up. Spanish go way up. Wu, that's more of death ball, so that would go down. Even something like Jurchens playing towards Fire Lancers, that would go up. But the death ball of your Grenadiers would technically go down. So it changes which FCs are good and which are bad, and it, in my opinion, it changes them towards the more fun FCs. As fun as it is playing Bohemians 20 times in a row, I eventually get bored of it. I'd much prefer to be playing Burmese 20 times in a row. That sounds like a blast, because Burmese is probably my favorite FC in the game. So that will be much stronger. But Drush will be so strong to stop U2 and archers, especially no way to cut the map easily. Well, again, Drush already counters me, so that doesn't change. Nothing changes there. I'll just be countered harder by Drush, obviously. So I don't really see that as changing anything. And it will mean that civs that want to Drush FC, like for example Shu, Wu, who else wants to Drush FC? Shu, Wu, even something like Berbers, who wouldn't mind with Drush FC. Jurchens, probably as well. Shu, Wu, Jurchens, even like Mapuche, I think wouldn't mind a Drush FC. Turks, I think Bulgarians as well. So all those civs will be really good if the Drush meta hits, because they're all good at Drush FC. So things just change. I think for positive for my elo and positive for me having fun in the game. That's my 2 cents on what the changes will mean. Drush FC better than Boom FC? This version of Drush doesn't want to go into Boom. This version, you sacrifice kind of your eco, because you have to long range a bunch of trees for... and like the way I'm playing it with playing heavy on gold also doesn't want to boom. But you could play this different, and you could angle it towards a boom. I don't know. I'm experimenting with a lot of different drushes. I don't know which one's better. Definitely for Wu, I think Drush FC is better. Good thing about the new civs, you don't need to worry about Scrush. I think it's pronounced Drush, but I get what you're saying, and they still do need to worry about it. But maybe a little less, you're right. I feel like even like Tupi wouldn't mind Drush FC. You could go on to, I guess he could go on to Fire Archers, or whatever they're called. Yeah, who likes this fast up, heavy on minerals style FC? Spanish probably like it. With these bad boys. Romans like it. And a lot of civs like it. Even like Gurjaras might like it with Shravamsha. Not even joking. Aztecs could. Yeah, maybe Eagle Civs. I haven't thought about that. What's a fun build order for a 1000 EO player, in your opinion? I'd just do like a 23 or a 25. Probably a 25, because 23s can be hard for people to execute. And I'd play towards a fun unit. So a lot of people have fun with like Magars. Magar Hazar. I'd say that would be pretty good at 1000 ELO. Or Gulams with the Hindustanis. And it's pretty easy to do either of those. I'd recommend typing in exclamation mark placements and exclamation mark build order if you want to learn how to do either of those. But yeah, Hindustanis or Magyars